Turkey bacon's one of those things you have to eat with something else. Like just turkey bacon alone.
because it tastes like rubber.
All right.
Cyanide.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the 13th episode of the Glitched Out podcast. We have, the honor and the luck of having the one and only the Wild Khaleesi. She does role play in RP first. You probably seen her around. We got FaceLive, you know who he is, aka Ed, and the homie JDub. I'm glad he's finally on the show for the first time. Very great variety streamer. Every single one of these people are amazing variety streamers and human beings. Definitely check them out. Face is trying to spice up his background.
Why you gotta put me on blast, bro?
Damn, he ran right there with it.
Trying keyword.
I'm self-conscious right now. I'm sorry. I was trying to show him up a little bit.
I'm just saying.
The first thing you do is attack me?
Hey, man, I'm just going to say, you call turkey bacon rubber. So let's keep rolling. So we have a plethora of games to cover today. We're going to cover Metro Exodus, The Walking Dead, which is looking very promising, and a game called GTFO. Pick that how you want it, and a plethora of other things. But let's jump right in. Let's start with Khaleesi. If for the first time you're on the podcast, I'm glad you're here. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Khaleesi, and I'd like to call myself a variety streamer, but I'm pretty stuck into RP. Mostly ARC RP. I help admin the RP first server, so I'm there a lot. Just really enjoying ARC RP and GTA RP mostly. So that's kind of what my thing is.
Cool. And JDub.
Hello there. I'm JDubeous is my full name, whatever. I've been streaming for about a little bit over a year now, consistently. I used to stream off and on for many years. And I was also streaming for a website I used to write for about video games and whatnot. I'm a variety streamer. I love to play all types of games. Wolfenstein, which G is going to finish hopefully today or tomorrow, to, I don't know, Star Wars: The Old Republic, to whatever else. So, yeah, I've been loving it so far.
Awesome. And hopefully we'll see a lot more of JDub and Khaleesi on the podcast. I'm playing games with them. There's a lot of games coming up. I do want to play with each of them. I know, Khaleesi, you're playing the new Apparition DLC?
Yeah.
How is that?
It's crazy. I've only been playing ARC since July, I would say. But kind of the talk, the DLC is more like its own game. The complexity of it is so crazy. It's been really interesting because a lot of us who kind of especially people who have 5,000-10,000 hours in ARC, are it's all new for them. The animals are new, the creatures are new. Nothing is the same. You literally, if you go out to the surface of the earth, you are scorched within 3 seconds and dead. If you go out there during the daytime. And we're all having to learn these through just trial and error. So dying of dehydration 20 times in the first 10 minutes that you got on. So it's been interesting, but it's been definitely really fun to explore and learn all kinds of new stuff that, even people who have been playing ARC for a really long time are just getting to experience almost a whole new game with it. So
so you would say this, you would say this breathed life back into ARC.
I think so. Yeah. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still fairly new to ARC. So all of it for me is still really new. But the people who have been playing for years, it's really gave them a whole new fresh start almost with it. So that, and our server's gone really vanilla with things. And so we don't have all the shortcuts and the mods and stuff where it's really taking people back to old school ARC from the having to play the basics.
Yeah.
I got one question though about it.
Yeah.
Do they still got those little dinosaurs, little creepy ones that they pickpocket you with the little furry little fingers and
those ones are not.
Yes!
They do have a dino though, that there's these little ones, and they summon the king and the queen, and the queen, if it gets a hold of you, will impregnate you.
Whoa.
Wait,
what?
Yeah. Yep.
What?
Yeah, we have a few people who are actively trying to get impregnated by it.
What kind of stuff? So are they like they're going out there and they're dancing and blowing up smoke signals, trying to get impregnated by the queen? Good Lord Jesus!
Yep.
Oh my! Look, guys, look! Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, and so I would assume after what you were describing is, I mean, there's a whole new just plane of dinosaurs, right? They didn't bring any. I mean, it's underground, correct?
Right, it's underground. Yeah, there are still a lot of the dinos that are the same. They made aberration versions of them, but there's still a lot of things that are very, the drakes are all new. There's 4 new little shoulder pets, and they all light up. You have to have the light on them because that is what keeps the reapers away from summoning the queen that'll pregnate you.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, because they don't like light, so it makes them weak. So there's a whole ton of just new dynamics to the game, so it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And JDub, you've been playing, what was it, Uncharted? You've been through that series, right?
Yes.
How was that?
I've been loving it so much because I'm a latecomer to the PS4 and even the PS3, really. I was mainly like a PC, Xbox guy, but I played stupidly Uncharted 4 first, which is a great game, a fantastic game. But now I was like, I need to play every other game now. So I went and played Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and I'm in love with the whole series now. I'm going to play Lost Legacy soon, hopefully next week. But yeah, man, it's like living in a movie almost. While you're playing through it.
Yeah, I got one question. Have you played The Last of Us yet?
Yes, I played Last of Us. Yes.
How was that?
It was good. Everybody always tries to associate that movie being almost like the Logan movie with Hugh Jackman, just because he's like he's like escorting somebody across the country and stuff. So it's very good. It's very pulls at the heartstrings every now and then. But I love it, man. Good combat and everything.
Awesome. And Face, what have you been up to lately, man? I heard you were playing on a different server. What's that about?
Nah, man, don't try to put me on blast. Listen, you've been maliciously attacking me since I came into the podcast today. All right, first off, your boy Ed Grotty still in the same place. I can't get rid of Ed and all the beautiful stories with Cocaine Jim and No Eyebrows G. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Still doing it.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
But no, I did move a character that some of you may know, some of you may not know, Leon Jackson, which is like one of my all-time favorite characters to play. I moved him to No Pixel, and I got him started there, and I've been having a blast. So that is something new on my end. Yeah. But I'm still doing the same old stuff. RP first, shout out, love you guys, doing Grotty, and also doing a little bit of Warcraft here and there too with some of my people from my community.
Nice. There you go. All right, so let's jump right into this. I'm pretty sure everybody's looked over this. We're going to talk about a game that I cannot wait to play. How many people in here, as of right now in the podcast, have played Metro? Any of the series? Any of it? Face. Okay. Everybody was quiet. Jada was like, no. Okay, well, Face played it, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it's about.
Yes.
Bro, have you been looking forward to this one, Face? Exodus is going to be amazing.
Are you kidding me? First off, Metro is iconic in the game industry. Metro goes way back.
Oh, yes.
Back with side-scrolling platform, way back. Genesis, SNES, all that. You know what I'm saying? Metro is iconic, bro. I've played a whole bunch of them. You know what I mean? To see Metro evolve into a new gen game with beautiful graphics and bruh, I'm excited. Are you kidding me? Like bringing something iconic and putting it in the new gen. Sign me up.
That's one of those games that you can't really describe it. It definitely sets itself apart from any other game out there. I couldn't say there's any game out there right now in the market that is like Metro. You know what I mean? Nobody's really comparing that to anything else. So I think they have something good going. All right, so this game is called Metro Exodus. This is supposed to release in 2018. This is a first-person shooter, single player, so this is not multiplayer as of right now. The developers are 4A Games. They're using the 4A engine. Who's publishing this game? Deep Silver, if you know about them. Platform is going to be PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft, aka Steam. So for everybody on any console, you guys get to play this. Lucky you. So just summarize of this game, Metro Exodus is an epic story-driven first-person shooter from 4A Games that blends daily combat and stealth with exploration and survival horror in one of the most immersive game worlds ever created. And when they say that, I mean that. I mean, just a small, like cobwebs. You can like light the cobwebs on fire. It's just very small details. It matters, and this game definitely shows it. This game takes place after the last light ending that came out in 2013, post World War III. The nuclear winter is coming to an end, and Artem, I'm gonna call it Artem, is back with a group of ragtag survivors who need to escape the deep, dark ruins of Moscow, fighting off mutants and enemy factions alike. They've added a buffet of just new features. I know there were some things complained about in the last games, but they've been working very hard to set this game apart from pretty much the previous one. Not just gameplay wise, but they're adding a bunch of great features. Let's roll a trailer. Let's roll a trailer for everybody who hasn't seen this game and is just itching to see what we're talking about. So this is the first one. Everybody's got it, and we'll do a little countdown.
Okay.
All right. Everybody good?
Uh-huh.
All right. 3, 2, 1, vamonos.
Ooh, that's loud.
There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to help us. No one to hear us.
Ah, this looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
If there was, don't you think we'd have found them? This world is dying. We have to accept it.
I never thought I would
There's
see Metro look
only
like this.
us.
Right?
Why do you keep going up there? What are you hoping to find? Each time you go out there, I wonder if you'll ever return. The Metro is all we have left. And I don't want to die here alone.
Ooh. I remember those things.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're bringing back the whole dark map thing, and that was like a big thing for Metro and all the series.
That train, that's a base.
That is cool.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's a base. Digging it, I'm digging
I
it.
want to believe
Yeah.
there's a world out there, Artyom. I want to dream.
Not too far away.
So fall 2018, if anybody's wondering about playing that game and when they can get their hands on it. Oh man. So thoughts, what do you guys think about the trailer? What does everybody think about the trailer? Thumbs up. He's giving it thumbs up.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty good. Like I haven't really been into first-person shooters that much lately, and I've gotten back into it, especially with the latest Wolfenstein. So I'm gonna go back and play the previous Metro games because I do actually have them. I just haven't played them. I think I got like a bundle or something like that, one of the various humble bundles. But is the character in this one like a similar? Like, is it a character that's carried on through all
he's
the
a carries
games?
over. Yep, he carries over.
It's always been a female character, like the whole series, but they were always in that Metro Prime suit though, like every one.
Wait.
I don't know if it's the same person.
Wait. You said Metro Prime?
Or whatever the suit is called.
No, this is not Metro Prime. You're thinking about the girl in the robot suit. This is Artyom. This is a guy. He's always been a Bell character.
Okay, well, this was a Russian girl.
No, she was talking. That was a narrator.
Right.
Bruh, that was her.
No, that's Artyom. That's always been Artyom. It says his name. Look it up. Go look it up. Go Google. That's always been a guy.
I'm telling you right now.
This is Metro
no.
Redux.
No, bro, no. He's talking about Samus, right? He's thinking of Samus, right? Yeah, he's thinking of Samus. He was like the girl in the suit, and I knew right away. I was like, that's what he's talking about. Satanic says he's hyped about it. Yeah, I'm hyped about it too. It gives you the Stalker feeling. That's what. Okay, that's what that game's compared to. Stalker. Yes, I will agree with that. One thing which I know they never give us, but I really want
fishing.
No, I don't want fishing. I really
Where's Craig?
Where's Craig? Right. I really want multiplayer. That'd be so dope in this world to see multiplayer. Yeah. You know,
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, it would be very interesting. I feel like the survival aspect in gaming is something that's always caught on and been around for a long time. You got to fight nature, you got to fight the elements. In this case, you got to fight the cold nuclear winter, who this is actually now receding right now, and you got to fight the wild, aka the mutants, the beasts, and the the enemy factions. And they say that train you guys saw drive through in the trailer, that train is a base that you can use as a hub, which is really cool.
So like, is the base like moving around the entire game and stuff?
I honestly don't know in that depth. I'd imagine like you have the open map. I don't know if you can like quick travel, you know what I mean, from spot to spot via using the train. They've definitely, as you can see, they brought a crossbow in, which I'm actually excited about. They brought new weapons in. They brought scavenging in. I know in the previous ones, ammunition has been used as a form of currency, so that's gonna be in the game. And I think it'll be to loot enemies for weapons now, I believe. So there's quite a few things coming up. But I mean, just watching this gameplay, just the small stuff like the chairs knocked over, the cobwebs on the ceiling, they don't hold back graphically for this game.
Like so many like destructible environments and whatnot.
I don't know about destructible environments.
Well, I mean, you're knocking over.
Oh yeah.
Not so much knocking over like the wall or anything.
Yeah.
It looks intensive, honestly. For PC players, you might want to make sure you're Rick and hand, because look at all of this.
That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, this game's definitely gonna. This game's gonna need a good GPU and CPU. I mean,
get my Daryl Dixon on my crossbow.
Right?
Ain't nobody gonna use that crossbow, just like PUBG.
I'm using the crossbow just cause. Call me Sir Katniss Everdeen. Call me Sir Katniss Everdeen.
Just cause he can.
Just cause he can, right?
He's like, I got this. I'm gonna use it now.
Exactly.
I'm probably gonna die a lot.
You do like a whole crossbow run.
So someone's probably gonna end up doing it, right? As an achievement. I'm pretty sure they have achievements in there. One thing they did bring to this game was, if you guys have played the previous ones, they were very linear. They were very point A to point B. The game pretty much just pushed you down a corridor. Go here, go there, go here. You know, there's not really backtracking and exploration on the map. In this game, they've actually made it so linear spots in the map open up to more open world, where you can explore, go over here, check this out. I imagine they'll have like side missions and stuff like any other game does, and then it'll pretty much just funnel you right back into a linear. The game was obviously going to have to guide you. For the most part, they've introduced open world. So I think that's what really dope about this game.
The fact that they made it open world, I kind of agree with you. I feel like you should have multiplayer with that now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how. Like maybe even a horde mode. I don't know. Something.
Or just like
horde mode,
or just like co-op, where you can like jump in your friend's game and help them with a mission.
Right.
But I think that would I think that would really open it up for people too. Like, I don't like first-person shooter games, and if I'm gonna play them, they have to be with friends. It's a social thing for me. And so, opening that up would just open up a whole nother layer of players who do things like that socially, because they like hanging out with friends and playing new games and exploring, because it sounds like they have a lot of cool like little details, like you said, that would be cool to check out, but would not be something that I personally would ever do on my own.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Oh, sorry, G.
No, go, bro, go.
I'm glad you brought that up, because there's actually a lot of people that feel the same way as her that do not do the FPSs. Like, it's just not their thing. And this is something I'm curious of, and maybe some of you are. Why is that? Why do you not prefer FPSs? Any particular reason? Like, why does it suit you?
I started gaming, and I don't know if it's just because of the way I learned. My first game I ever played, like when I became a gamer, was World of Warcraft, and it's not first person.
Love it. I love it.
And so I played World of Warcraft for 10 years before I just built my PC this summer and started playing other games. And so that just was like the view and everything that I'm used to. And so games that are first person, I try really hard, and I struggle with it, and I get frustrated before I know it, and I'm like throwing things. So
it just feels like super awkward, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't feel natural for me.
Yeah. Now I will say I will touch on a point that Khaleesi made is FPS can be very time consuming and very annoying sometimes. You know what I mean? So and plus when you can't play with your friends. So I think if they did bring in a co-op, it would be very dope for people like Khaleesi who definitely don't want to, spend that time playing a FPS, whether it's online or offline, and they could roll with their friends, like AKA Craig and Khaleesi could roll together and do whatever they do in games. I don't know, but it would be really really cool just to jump in this game with your friends. If you're not a fan of it. So I definitely do think bringing co-op or AKA multiplayer, not necessarily PvP, but PvE. It would bring a lot of people to this game. It would open up the demographic for sure.
For sure.
Some of the things they are bringing to this game is a day and night cycle. This is the very first time they have a day and night cycle. So you could, has anybody played, what is that? Metal Gear Solid, the open world one? What was that called? The most previous one.
Ooh, the latest one.
You know what I'm talking about? It had a day and night cycle.
Phantom Pain?
Wait,
that's the latest one?
No.
No, I don't think that's the latest one, is it?
I don't know, but I know there was a Metro. I know there was a Metal Gear Solid that you could actually had day night cycle, so you could pick to choose if you want to attack in day or you want to wait to be stealthy at night. So I think that's going to add a lot to the enemy awareness. Maybe the monsters can't really see well, but they can hear well, or vice versa. So I think that's gonna be a really cool element they bring to the game where you can actually plan.
I was right.
Phantom Pain. He was right. Thank you, LK. But yes, so I think that's gonna bring really cool planning to the game if you want to attack a day or a night or be stealthy or just go in guns blazing like I do, die a lot.
It'd be really interesting too to see if they put like little dynamics in there with it. Like Ark does day and night, and what you can do at night and what you can do in the day is very different, and it's key to a lot of things. So it'll be cool to see if they take that
the
aspect
little
of it.
yellow eye guys come out at nighttime, huh?
Yes, and
yeah,
and they snatch your purse.
Yes,
they snatch your purse.
Face clearly has had his purse stolen way too many times.
Yeah,
I carry a satchel.
No.
Face purse.
No, Face is running
you
around.
You have a fanny pack, don't you? You're a fanny pack wearer.
Face is running around. Face is running around clutching his man purse, running around the forest, trying not to get snatched up.
Attack Face hour? This is crazy, guys.
Hey, bro. I'm
face roast, everybody.
I know face roast. Team Facers in the chat right now.
There's no, bro. Don't. But and also Frigates? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So settlements. They're going to bring settlements in here, friendly and non-friendly. Like I mentioned, that train will be one of your settlements. You can actually go armor up, loot up, get your ammo back, and I assume start and stop missions from there. You will also, so one game this is kind of similar to, they're going to pull aspects from Far Cry. Anybody know about Far Cry and the new game coming out? It's pretty much open world. You pretty much, it's always been the same. Whether you're playing the Stone Age one or not, you pretty much attack enemy base, you take over, and then set up the recon call or whatever. You know what I mean? Right. Take over the base. That's gonna be the same way in this game. In some way, you pretty much just hit enemy bases and help friendly factions out. Crafting weapons. I think maybe might be able to craft gear, but I'm not sure. But also, really cool fact for everybody in chat and you guys, in this day and age, Destiny is a prime candidate of just being very shady. And
oh boy,
I see Jada's face. We're not gonna go to Destiny Red. But there's other games out there that have done this, which I don't know why. They make console exclusives, whether some type of feature in the game that you can only play on Xbox or PlayStation or PC. They will not do this, so the game will be equal on all platforms. I say that deserves a round of applause for me.
I don't even want to get started on Destiny right now for two reasons. Bro. One, what they just did, and two, G still has not leveled his damn character up, and I've been waiting forever for him to do
shots fired again.
And he wonders why we pick on him.
Yeah, and he wonders why we pick on him. Good Lord.
I'm the only person in our tribe, our guild, our clan on there.
Well, okay. Let's derail real quick. Let me tell you how I feel about this real quick.
Oh boy.
So I don't know, and Jay knows what I'm talking about. They were doing some shady stuff with Destiny.
Yeah, they have though.
They were doing some straight shady stuff. They got caught once, and they said, "You know what we're gonna do? let's make it even harder. What was this whole thing with XP now? They had tried to adjust stuff and try to hide stuff.
They were trying to limit you from the amount of XP you were earning, like in the whole, like when you got to a certain level, just so you couldn't like power level really quick or something like that. And people found out about it and they had to fix it. Oh yeah. And the funny thing is, all these game devs, they think players are dumb. No, people invest hours and people are very religious, so they'll find out. They'll data dive, boys, and they'll find out what's going down. And it's a prime example of Destiny. So as of right now, I would not be playing Destiny for a while because the thing is, like, we have to put our foot down as gamers. You know, we're the consumer. We buy these games. Technically, we make these games popular. By how many copies we buy, what games you stream. You know what I mean? And if you want to support a company that does stuff like that, and I understand you have two parts of it. You got people who, Destiny is a fun game, beautiful game. I really was excited about getting it, but also the practices they're doing as a company, I do not agree on. You would think they would know better, but
know better.
They're not a new company. So.
No, they're not. They're not.
Right,
they're not.
Right.
They're not. And how we speak as gamers, we speak with our wallets, right?
Yeah. But we already all bought the game.
We already are about the game, but the last thing I want to do is stream it to promote that that company until they fix they fix their ish. I won't be streaming it. That's just me. So I
they're part of Blizzard now. Have they always been?
The game for PC
Through it.
Yes.
Okay. Now that they're going through Activision is linked with Blizzard.
Right. Right.
I wonder if that has to do with the changes.
Somehow I doubt it for some reason.
I don't know because honestly, I think Blizzard is a fantastic company and they manage things very, very well. And they're really, really good about connecting with their players, even on individual basis. I actually know somebody whose brother works in the California office for Blizzard, and they handle things quick. Blizzard's a good company. I got no complaints for Blizzard, honestly. Shout out to them.
I mean, as far as I know, it's only the launching platform, just like Origin has a launching platform, right?
Yeah, it's on their launching platform.
Yeah, correct. So it's not like Blizzard had a hand in making the game.
No, no, it's all Activision.
Just for people out there that might be confused, but it's pretty much a launching pad, just like Battlefield 1 uses Origin to launch on PC. Things like that. But yeah. All right. Does anybody else have anything else to say about Metro Exodus? No, we Gucci, we Fendi, we Prada. All right, let's move on to this game. Who here, before we start this game, who here watches The Walking Dead? Okay, 1, 2.
I used to. They lost me. They lost me halfway through.
They definitely would have lost you in the last episode.
Oh, bro, no. The last episode.
It's because of what happened to her man when they killed him. I was so sad.
Who was her man?
You know who Negan he'll kill with that baseball bat.
Oh,
he'll be playing.
Well, by Khaleesi's face, I don't think she agrees with you.
No,
but Khaleesi, where did they lose you?
Gosh, I want to say it was a couple years ago. I think was the last time I watched it.
But what was there like a specific reason?
No, I don't watch much TV, period. And so and it just got kind of, I don't know, it just got kind of stale for me.
Depressing is the key word.
A little bit, a little bit crazy.
Miserable.
I don't know. Felt like it was kind of getting stretched out a bit. Those shows where you're like Lost. Lost did that for me too.
Whoa. Let's relax before we start talking about Lost.
Okay. I was cool with The Walking Dead, but you went to Lost. That's something
Heroes. Do you remember Lost. Heroes did that for me too.
No.
The third and fourth season of Heroes was shit. All right.
Yeah.
Especially when they get to that whole like circus crap and whatever. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It does drag out. I love Heroes. And I love Lost. Lost is by far one of my favorite TV shows. I don't care what anybody says. The ending was a little confusing. Honestly, I didn't know what was happening. Like, are they dead? Are they in heaven? Are they like in limbo?
Right.
But I loved it nonetheless. But I will agree with The Walking Dead. And I don't know if you are part of they have like little subsections of Twitter. They got Walking Dead Twitter. They got Marvel Twitter. But there's a lot of people very tired of where The Walking Dead is going right now. And if I could sum it up in 2 words, it would be miserable and just grim. I mean, good Lord. Jesus,
the one thing I keep on telling my wife, she hasn't read the comics. I have. The bad thing that the showrunner's been doing with the show is they haven't showed all the little nitty-gritty details in order to really tell the story the right way. They've been glossing over things a lot. Like, everybody's watched this season. when they did the whole planning for attacking the sanctuary and crap, we didn't even see the plan.
Yeah, we didn't even see the plan.
You just went doing it.
I didn't even know what the plan was. I was lost.
In the books, they had a whole plan that came together, all the different groups and everything. It was drawn out. This we just glossed over it. So it's little things like that. They really messed up, and
yeah,
we're not going to spoil it for this last episode. People that watched it. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, don't spoil it. But
I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm hella pissed.
Yeah, I remember sitting on the couch with my girlfriend. She said the same thing. She's like, "Is it me or we missed a lot of things? Like it seemed like they were like trying to fast track it to get to a point where to get to a point where they wanted to say, all right, cut, and then they want to move." I will say one thing. This is really no spoilers in this. I am so tired of Negan. I am so tired of Negan. Like,
yo, you know,
Rick,
he gets death threats like every day because of it.
Okay. Are you tired of the character? Or are you tired of the actor?
The character.
That's okay. That's a good question.
I don't think
like the actor. That's a good.
He did it.
He's also from Supernatural.
Yeah, that he's a good actor. I just don't know. I'm tired of just. I guess I would say I'm tired of where he's putting the group. Like, bro, give them they never catch a break. Like when you think they got it.
Who do you want? Somebody like the governor again? Because that was shit.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and shows like that miss the fine details. People don't like finishing watching a show and feeling like, what the heck? Like, what did we miss?
Yeah.
You know, like, do I need to watch it again? Did I like space out? You know, and then you watch it again, and it's like, nope, it was the same thing that the first time. You know, they just you kind of. I don't know if they do that on purpose so that like we all can take our own interpretation of it, or I don't know. It's frustrating for me.
I think I read an article not too long ago that the two most hated people because of being in a TV series was Negan, and then number one was
that kid off the Game of Thrones.
The king from Game of Thrones, bro.
Yes,
yeah.
The kid,
right? Joffrey?
Yes, Joffrey.
I could not stand Joffrey.
Listen, I heard not too long ago somebody just like punched him like in the street.
What?
No.
Yes, bro. Google that. That's no lie, man.
Well, you know, they should punch him for that crap ass Inhuman show he was on as well.
Burn,
no,
shots
I don't
fired.
think it's okay. But I'm right there with you, Ryan. I am so tired of Negan. I guess I'm tired. The actor's great. They made his character very compelling. He's believable. I'm just tired of just the.
Oh, I'm thinking somebody else. Never mind.
It's so grim. You know, it's just so at the point where it's like, ugh. You know what I mean? But if you have seen the season finale, you know exactly what we're talking about. It's just like, how low can you go? But this is, guys, this officially became a Walking Dead podcast. No games. No games. Yeah. All right, so let's move on. This is kind of pretty much touches on, you guys were wondering, why are we talking about The Walking Dead? They are actually making a game called The Walking Dead. I saw this game a couple years ago, debut on YouTube, and I was like, where is this game? It looks amazing. And they kind of just disappeared off the face of the earth and hear about it. This game is called Overkill's The Walking Dead. This is supposed to come out fall 2018, and it has another game, kind of a spin-off, which has a VR experience. So for all you VR fanatics out there, or if you think about getting into VR, they have a game which we could just play on PC and Xbox and PlayStation 4, and then they have another game we could do VR. So that's a win-win right there. They hit both demographics. Developers Overkill Software. These are the same people who made Payday, if you guys are wondering. If you like Payday, you'll like this game, how it plays, how it feels. Starbreeze Studios and 505 Games are the publisher. The platforms, like I said, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, aka Steam, Origin, whatever other platform they're going to sell it on. So this game, thank God, solo and 4-person co-op.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So it's like, what is that game everybody plays? Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
It's like Left 4 Dead, but a little more realistic and has more realism. And in this game, your decisions do affect the outcome of the story, I believe. So this was
really?
pretty much, So
That's
this
cool.
was announced in 2014, August 13th, and was set to release 2016. That's why we saw it, and it kind of disappeared for a little bit. And it's undergone several delays for I don't know which. But to summarize this game,
like 4 years worth.
Yeah.
I mean,
Several, just small delays. Yeah, it disappeared for a long time. Just to summarize it up about this game, each character has their own special abilities, skill trees, squad roles, play styles, and story arcs. which is really dope. So we're gonna see how everybody intertwines and just come together as a team. You're like, all right, here we go. But teamwork is paramount. The action is close up and intense. Take out enemies carefully with silent melee attacks or go in guns blazing with your choice of each class of firearms. You need to be able to improvise as nothing is certain, and a horde of walkers is always right around the corner. So now, will not lie, I do not have a lot of details on this game like I did for Metro. The devs have purposely, they even said in interviews, they've kept details off the internet. I don't know if that's
bad to me.
Yeah,
plus the delays. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Like they don't want to say anything because they don't want people to be disappointed.
Or somehow the game could tie into the show in the comics somehow.
Maybe they don't want to spoil.
They did say it will be tied into the show. They said that.
Oh,
they did.
Yes,
Okay.
They said that this will branch off
impressive.
parts of the show. That's what they said. So I mean,
Okay.
fingers crossed they hold up to that. But that'd be really, really dope for people who love The Walking Dead, and want to play a game. You know, so this actually bring people. This could be someone's gateway game. You know what I mean? So, you know, think about it that way. But like, Khaleesi's like,
Oh my god,
like a drug.
Yes, yeah.
Give me
But,
more.
Once
right?
you start playing Walking Dead, you're gonna upgrade to Call of Duty Zombies. I'm telling you, it's inevitable.
It's just a downhill from there. But I will say, I just had a brain. Good Lord, just forgot what I was gonna say.
I just had a brain.
Yeah, I just had a brain.
Finally
fart.
had a brain.
I just had a- No. I got it. But like Khaleesi said, with them being kind of hush hush, I feel like it could either be. I know what they're doing it for the hype. You're like, oh, I want more. You know how the games do it. I want more. I can't wait. But Khaleesi did make a good point. Is the 2-year delay? Are they holding it back because they want to create the hype, or are they holding it back because they're struggling?
Things getting yeah.
They're struggling, you know. But let's play a trailer. You guys should have the link. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Vamonos.
Uh-oh. See the White House.
Yo, bro, why don't you pick up some groceries on your way back, all right? We're running kind of low, and don't tell Mom, all right, but I'm broke.
Wow, that dude.
That was rude.
You're
That was
living
rude.
in DC, we have to set some ground rules when your brother comes to stay with you.
I've been patient with you, Aiden. We need those schematics by 10 a.m. tomorrow, or else we need...
Mark is your responsibility.
Come on, Aiden.
Damn, look how realistic the face looks.
Yeah, that's some good graphics right there.
You
So I
see
wasn't sure
pores
if
in
that
the
was
hair.
if this is the actual gameplay or if this is part of the.
This is a trailer, so a cinematic. I don't know if this is gameplay
It's like
right
the
here.
graphics gonna look that good.
I
I
hope.
hope so.
I hope.
That'd be sick.
I hope.
Need me a 1080 or something.
Jeez.
Give me 2 Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy. That might just be how good the engine looks, actually.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
Maybe that's why they've been taking so long.
Set
Good
their
point.
expectations too high.
Got his mini Lucille.
Mm-hmm.
The bat. Oh god.
This guy's cold blooded. I can already
He
tell.
is. He's like, I'm gonna
Yeah, he's
mess
like,
some
let's do
stuff
it.
up.
Let's
Ready
do
to
it.
go.
Yo, spoiler alert. It definitely ties in with the show. Obviously, Nigga's dead because he has his back. Just saying.
Oh, shit. You see what happened was he got tired of everybody running into him on the street. Now he's gonna kill him off the bat.
And he's like, I've had enough. I've had enough. Oh man. So trailer thoughts. What do you guys think about the trailer?
I think it's a beautiful trailer.
Mhm.
It's amazing. If it's playing, well, if the game is exactly a lot like Payday, I don't know if I'm going to be that much into it because Don't get me wrong, Payday 2 is a great game and everything, but it gets repetitive as fuck after a while. So
I doubt they'll have the same format. You know what I mean? Where you're pretty much looting and going. This is a more story driven game.
If it's that, then I'm on board with it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be that negative guy. All right.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. I mean, okay. Let's listen to it.
Here we go. Number one, looks beautiful. Can't deny that. The engine is amazing, especially if that was the way it's gonna look in game too. Like, wow, phenomenal. But every time a video game has been based on a show or a cartoon or any type of series or a movie, it's been terrible. Except for one Batman. What was it? Arkham Asylum was like the great one, or which one was it? There was one Batman game that was fantastic. G, do you know which one I'm talking about? I think you liked it also.
Wasn't it one of the Kristen Bale Batman movies that they made a game after and everybody liked it?
I think it was Arkham Asylum. I can't remember there was only one. Every other time it's happened, it's been horrible, guys. Do you think they're gonna break that cycle? That's a hard cycle to break.
I wonder if that's because they try to make it like they're trying to make it too much like the show. Like if that's their goal, like it might not be great for the video game to go that way, but that's the way that the show goes, and they want to tie it in. So they're like, well, we can't gosh, as a game, that's not going to really work. But we want it to be based off the show, so we've got to make a change that probably isn't going to be good for the game, but it's the way that we want it to intertwine.
It's like gameplay because of that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's more like a addition to the show rather than a game.
So I see what you're saying. That's all I'm saying.
And keep in mind that the show right now is in Alexandria, and this game is in DC. I mean, it's right next door to each other. So
yeah.
Ooh, true. Ooh.
Man, now you just put doubt in the back of my mind about this game.
My first reaction was like, another zombie game. How many zombie games are there out there? You know,
DayZ. We can just go on and go on.
Yeah,
and on.
you know.
How many are worth it?
That's the question. How many are worth it? None that I found so far.
Yeah,
none.
And definitely the graphics. I mean, if this is the way the gameplay looks, it is realistic looking. I mean, that is great. You know. And then reading some of the more intricate, for me, I really like to explore in a game. I'm not going to play a game to rush through and beat it. I don't understand people that put and if you're one of these, that put mods on a game so they can just hurry up and finish it,
Oh boy.
That doesn't make sense to me, because I like the fine details that you can really explore and take some time to really enjoy the aspects that the game creators make, and it seems like this game has that. They have skill trees, they're going to have squad roles, they're going to teamwork is going to be important. You're going to have to work together, and so to be able to explore those, it sounds like a little bit different than some of these other zombie games that are just more like, you're fight against the zombies and live.
Left 4 Dead and all the other ones. Yes.
I also feel like you speak of Left 4 Dead. Everybody's been trying to make a Left 4 Dead game since Left 4 Dead came out, and a lot of people have succeeded, and some people have really failed.
Well, here's the thing: Left 4 Dead 2 actually has a really big community still. You can go on right now on Steam, play Left 4 Dead, and instantly get into a game, a full player match game, and it's very competitive. There's a huge competitive community for that game.
Wait, competitive for Left 4 Dead?
Yes. Straight up, bro. Yeah, it's a big thing.
And a lot of mods for it too, so.
I never would have guessed.
Just like what happened to Smash Brothers years later, that became like a huge competitive game.
That's a no-brainer. Smash Bros is, it's a fighting game. It is what it is. I do want to post something from chat. LK says, I don't think some games are bad when they base it off a show or something. Is when they make a series of those games that links to the show that makes it bad.
I don't know. I think like the only 2 games based off shows that were ever good was Batman Arkham Asylum and then all the Ninja Turtle games, because they were fucking epic. But that's true.
Oh man. But I will say I hope to diligence is Tom Cruise, Oprah Winfrey, so that they make this game not ultra but more realistic than Left 4 Dead. You know what I mean? Like Left 4 Dead has this arcade-ish feel. We're just running and gunning, you know what I mean? I hope
which is good in its own right, but you want something a little more realistic sometimes.
More realistic, like to more pronounce on teamwork, make there more of a threat, rather than just spray and pray, show like that you actually need these classes. You actually need to work together using each other's skills and skill trees and synergize rather than just run and gun. And you could use your skills in the background if you want. You know what I mean? I hope they put
zombie mode. Bring it, please.
Yes. And I hope they like. The reason I say that, like, I hope the game, and I know there's some people out here that don't like difficult games, and I'm not gonna lie, I get very frustrated when it comes to difficult games. It is what it is. I think everybody does, but I hope they make this game hard enough that you have to rely on each other. You know what I mean?
But not Cuphead hard though, right?
No, bro, not Cuphead hard.
You don't want to flip a table or something.
No,
I mean, can we RP in it? That's all I want to know.
Yes,
I mean, it sounds like we'd be able to RP it, right?
I'm waiting for a zombie game to roleplay, and that would be amazing.
Dude, thank you. Me and Nancy were talking about that the other day. Like, I'll quit my job. All right.
Oh damn.
I don't know about.
Okay, please don't make one because FaceLive will fall apart if there's a zombie game that he can RP in. Clearly.
Talking crazy talk.
That's crazy. He said, "I'll quit my day. I'll quit my job." I'm like, "Whoa!"
I will become a bum and
oh my goodness. Oh my
live off ramen.
Oh, bro.
Whoa,
hey, you know, let's do it
right now. What's wrong with
ramen? No, ramen's good. Ramen's good, but it's not the best. Not gonna lie, you know what I mean? But I this game looks promising, man. Hopefully, they won't have another small hiatus.
You know, with Ark, everybody gives Wildcard a really hard time with their holdbacks with their DLCs, and it's like 3 months. You know, like people start losing the hype over 3-4 months of it. Like, I don't know how. I would think it would be from a marketing perspective. Really hard to maintain a hype when you're like, okay, well, it's going to come out in 2016, and then you disappear, and then you're like, okay, 2018, and then like, are they going to disappear? Oh no, 2020, like few setbacks, you know, like
I mean, like Khaleesi said, I mean, I'm no genius at marketing, but once you make that hype and that train starts going uphill, you got to keep it going uphill. Once it starts going downhill, you start to run out of coal and steam. It's gonna be kind of hard to get it back up there. You know what I mean? That was a really good analogy. Yeah. No, but I'm right there with you. It's they need to show us something rather than just trailers. You know what I mean? And I do want to play devil's advocate. I do feel like them saying, well, we're not going to release any details because we want the hype train to continue. Kind of a cop out to they're struggling right now, you know?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So anybody else have anything else to say about that? No.
I'm actually looking forward to
apart.
It.
Yeah.
We all want to see it happen.
Yeah, we all want to see it come.
No, I want to play it. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. Okay, so let's move. Okay, this game. I don't think. Okay, who's heard about GTFO? Anybody?
I said it to some people before.
My teenager tells me that all the time.
We've all heard it. You know, someone's getting grounded. But we've all heard it. We've all heard that saying. But this game, I think the first thing. Okay, I'll keep that open at the end. I'm gonna ask you guys. So after you watch the trailer, I'm gonna ask you guys what game this reminds you of, and I'm pretty sure I know the number one game is gonna remind you guys of. So this is called GTFO, aka Get the Fuck Out, for a reason. When you see it, you're like, that makes sense. This will only be on PC. Okay. So for everybody who wants to put an Xbox and PS4, sorry about it, bro.
Get your ass a PC.
Get a PC. So this is actually made by developers of Chin Chambers Collective, and they're actually publishing it too. The modes for this is going to be co-op, online co-op, and multiplayer. So this is pretty much PvE only. I don't know if they will introduce later down the road a whole PvP aspect, but this is only PvE only. Summary of this game is this is a 4-person PvE action horror cooperative game where players get to team up as scavengers and explore a vast underground complex. The goal is to extract valuable artifacts, all the while collecting weapons, tools, and resources to aid you in your fight for survival. All the while trying to discover your dark path and escape the walking nightmare you are in. And one of the things they're really trying to focus on for this game is the soundtrack. We all know as gamers, and I'm not gonna lie, I never really paid attention to it before this year, but a soundtrack can make or break a game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It could make a game phenomenal, throw you into the game, like immerse you into the game.
What is the game that oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking as soon as I went to talk about it. The one where you like pick your path and you're the girl. I know you played it, G.
Yes, I'm drawing a blank too. I know what you're talking about. It is what is that game? I know exactly what you're talking about. I played it. It touches on mental illness and stuff like that, right? That's the
No,
game.
Life is Strange. Life is Strange.
Life
yeah.
is Strange.
I just played through that.
Yeah, and I mean, before I even played Life is Strange, like that was all I heard about was the Life is Strange soundtrack, like how amazing it was.
I mean, it's really emo music, but
it is.
It fits the game.
But yeah, and people really like it for some reason. So that it really seemed to fit the mood and make the game whole for them.
Oh yeah. So. M1 says The Last of Us soundtrack was amazing. Could you attest to that, JB? JDub?
Yeah, I would say that. Any game, like we said before, that it changes the music depending on what scene you're in and like tightens it up. It's a good thing to me. I mean, one of my favorite ones, and I'm gonna take you back. I don't know if everybody played this. Max Payne 3. Anybody ever play Max Payne 3? If you go listen to that soundtrack, soundtrack, it has some good. I think it took place in Brazil or whatever, but some good like Brazil like focus type of music and everything, like DJ type of music. It was really good.
Okay, I'm just looking at a press kit on their websites. Have you guys ever gone to like games websites? When's the last time you ever gone to a games website?
Hardly ever.
Right?
I did when you sent me these things.
Yeah. If you go to actually the Walking Dead game along with this game, they have press kits at the bottom. You can kind of look and they kind of give you a bundle of concept art and videos and stuff. Pretty dope. But yeah, I will agree. Audio makes a huge difference. So let's play a quick trailer. That's what I'm talking about. And then tell me what this game reminds you of. What this game, I guess you would compare it to. When you guys are ready to do this damn thing. And we'll all right, 3, 2, 1, go.
It comes every night without fail.
Oh.
There are different people every time.
Let's get this done quickly.
It looks good already.
Want and get home.
It looks scary as shit.
Somehow.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be some jumping, some screaming.
They're screaming at me. I don't hear them, but I know they're screaming.
You got anything?
Such hate and anger.
I hope you bastards are looking up once in a while. Those fuckers might be anywhere.
I don't know what I have done to them.
This place is so damn dark. Sleepers.
They want me to feel what they feel.
This is good, man. This is good stuff. It'll trade. Everything trades. Oh, fuck. To be honest, Eddie, keep your eyes on that door. Ah, shit, there's
Ooh, he just put up a gun. Like a little Gatling gun. Ooh.
Then I wake up. I'm not sweating or screaming. I'm perfectly calm. I just open my eyes and I'm awake. And it's not a nightmare. It's just part of me, who I am. I don't fight it. I just live around it.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
What the hell?
We work together or die together.
All right. Me, the instant I seen it, I started thinking Doom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
All right. And what about you, J-Dub? What did you think about when you...
Like LKYJ says in the chat, it reminds me of like a realistic Left 4 Dead. It really does.
Yeah.
And then Khaleesi, what did you
Well, again, first person like I don't see a whole lot of like options for this game. Like if you don't like to play a PvP action horror, first person shooter game, it doesn't really offer much for anybody else to really feel drawn to try to give it a shot. You know, there are some first person shooter games where I'm like, that looks really cool. Like there's some different dynamics to it. I would probably give it a shot. You know, but this seems really like just one dynamic to it that for me it's hard to get any interest from that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely very straightforward. I mean, you definitely know what the game's about. I would compare this game to Killing Floor.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like Killing Floor, the waves of enemies. Yes, Killing Floor. I would compare it to this. Now, I don't know where they're gonna go with story. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where they're gonna go with the story. They haven't talked about it. This is another one of those games where there's not a lot of detail. I scoured the internet. Obviously, you wake up. You have to figure out why you're down there. You got to figure out how to get out. There will be some backstory. You got to fight your inner demons, like mentally, physically. So that would be the closest thing I know about this. I wish they did tell us a little bit more about the story. It'd be dope to do the single player too, But the more I look at this. Ooh, Jesus. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see that thing come out of the corner. I looked away. What you guys? I didn't see that. I saw it for the first time.
What I read online too is that it's a fairly independent project, and so funding is really, really low on it.
Okay.
So sometimes I think when they don't have the team's really small that's developing it, so that could add to some of the straightforwardness to it too.
And the fact that it's only co-op and multiplayer, that's going to hinder it, especially if people leave this game quick and the game is dead. What's the point of buying it at that point?
Right.
Yeah. I do agree. I think it's going to have, like you guys said, I think this game's going to have a very specific demographic. People who like Killing Floor, people who like Left 4 Dead, and all those games like that. Now, graphical wise, it did not look polished, but from what I saw, the lighting, the atmosphere, it looked great.
Scary factor was high.
Yeah.
They got that across.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I picture myself throwing out some manly screams for the game for sure.
Yeah, manly screams.
Manly screams. Yeah, we've all heard those.
Whatever. They do have a press kit. I want to show you guys this. This is what I was talking about via press kit. If you are looking into this game or the Walking Dead game we talked about via Overkill, go to the website. At the very bottom they have a press kit. You can look through there. I've got some concept art, I think some videos, some more background. So if you ever want to know more about the game, that's where you go find it. Now I'm looking at the screenshots. These are screenshots. These aren't just like concept art. It looks very graphically pleasing. The lighting looks amazing. Atmosphere looks dope. I don't even know what these things are coming at. Just wow. I imagine they have customization for your weapons, add-ons, attachments. You probably could level up your gear. But I'm hoping it's not just wave based. You know what I mean? Hope it's not just like Killing Floor where you just fight wave after wave after wave.
It seems like it may be that way though. Now you pointed out that that's the game you were thinking about. That's all I'm thinking about looking
just
at these.
Like survive.
Yeah.
You throw some more at you. You got that one. Survive these. Here's some more.
Yeah, but if we look up here, look at the top left. I don't know if you guys are looking on the screen I'm watching or you're looking at the press kit, but at the top left it has a warden objective. It says 2,523 feet away. It says retrieve hydrostatus unit. Y49X in zone ZZF. So, and then it gets security data. So maybe this will be more story driven.
Yeah, at least it'll have some good objectives.
Yeah, it has objectives. Maybe it'd be more like the Overkill's Walking Dead, where it's like story driven. You need 4 people or 2, or go solo, and you need to. I can't imagine surviving a wave like this by yourself. You know what I mean?
No.
So you'll definitely need a good group of people to, get to the objectives. I hope they add a good story to this because I'm definitely gonna be looking.
I just want.
I'm just gonna watch your stream to hear you scream. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, guys, today's playthrough is no mic. I cannot. My throat hurts. My throat hurts.
This is a no mic stream.
This is no mic, no camera, no video camera. My throat hurts.
I just wish they did like PvE that you could play by yourself and like maybe have some good AI with you or something. I don't know. Just so you don't have to rely on connecting with other people all the time. But that's just me.
Yeah. What do you think, Face? You're kind of quiet over there. What do you think, man?
He was scared by the alien.
I don't know, bro. The alien scared me for real. Like the little thing with the neck on it. Just,
Yeah, that part was scary.
To me, it had the Doom feel, and I'm a fan of Doom games. I think we actually talked about that previously in a podcast, if I'm not mistaken, right? A few back. I like the whole, like, I wouldn't say scare games. Like, I wouldn't completely put it in that category, but I mean, I like the whole, like, underground shooting waves of zombies or monsters or whatever it is. I like that stuff, man. Like, it's something I can see myself playing with a couple friends, you know what I mean? Like, get like a little squad together and just have at it, dude. That might even be something that maybe like not even for streaming purposes, but just when I'm at home chilling, I want to relax. I don't really want to get on cam or whatever. Just play that with some friends and go at it. I think I like it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm right there with you. The more I played single player games, I'm looking for a good multiplayer. You know, because honestly, I think JDub, Khaleesi, and everybody can attest to this. Playing a game with your friends is better than playing any single player game. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And
sure.
I'm honestly looking for a good multiplayer game because I'm not gonna. I miss playing with people. I've done a lot of role play lately. I'm just like, just want to relax, have some good laughs. You know,
go back to the Nintendo 64 days, bro. You know what I mean?
What? No, I'm not that desperate, bro. No,
Mario Kart.
I'm saying, but like
Mario,
that's when
Mario
you really
Kart is
connected
option.
with the homies and had some good times on some games.
Oh yeah,
Hey, Jay, you know a good multiplayer game you can play with your friends? Destiny.
Okay. I
bring it back.
Okay, all right. I am trying to get it. I think I talked to you, JDub, and I think Face about this. I want to do the GTA heist because they got that new Doomsday heist.
Yes,
and that looks really, really cool. And I want to throw that up on YouTube. You know what I mean? So
definitely,
that'd be really, really dope. Anybody else got anything to say about that? You guys pros, cons? I mean, we pretty much talked about it. We've already voiced our opinions. Yeah,
I'll probably play this one, but I don't know if I'm more hyped for this one than I am for the Walking Dead game we saw before. I like the Walking Dead a little bit better.
I second that. Visually, I think the Walking Dead has more potential, and I'm rooting for it. You know what I mean? Like I want it to break that cycle. So,
but do you think it has more potential because it links to the show?
No, I think it has more potential because the engine they use is outstanding.
Seems more complex to me too. Like it's more three-dimensional, where the other one just seems like a one-dimensional, like kill the scary monster game.
It's waves upon waves. Yeah.
And I'm not a game developer, but I do want to trust something about the line. The line is phenomenal, but I also feel like when games are so dark, you can actually. I'm not a developer, so don't hate me. I would assume you could skip on some details because it is dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, I do agree on that. Ryan says, I haven't been able to find a good multiplayer game that I can play every day other than League. Not gonna lie, we're all looking for one, man. We're all looking for that multiplayer game. We want it so bad, and someone just got to deliver. Someone's got to deliver. But let's move on. Let's jump into some gems that I found this past week.
Did somebody say Jim?
We said Jim. Oh man, Jim hops on. Boys. Yeah, pretty much. This is one of the gems. And guys, anybody in the podcast or in chat, if you guys have a gem of the week that you guys have found, drop the link in chat, ask some perms, or JW, anybody message me, or just post it in chat. These are just things that we found through the week, whether it's a movie trailer, a game trailer, or some cool information that you thought, everybody would want to hear. This actually didn't come out this week, but they released a new trailer for Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah.
And I think everybody knows what that is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to play this trailer real quick. Last week, our gems of the week was Alita, Battle Angel, and another. This looks promising. Which is over. You guys have it. It's at the very top.
Yeah, I have it.
Got it.
All right, cool. All right, 3, 2, 1. Abominos.
My name's Wade Watts. My dad picked that name because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego, like Peter Parker or Bruce Banner.
I'm already sold.
When I was a kid.
Bruce Banner. I'm sold.
And I ended up here.
Ooh.
Sitting here in my tiny corner of nowhere. There's nowhere left to go. Nowhere. Except the Oasis.
Into VR.
A whole virtual universe. the Oasis for all the things they can do. But they
Back to the Future.
Because of all the things they can
They
be.
pay homage to a lot of video. If you see, there's actually Tracer in here too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Chun Li too.
Feels like I mean anything. The Oasis was the brainchild of James Halliday.
Hello. If you're watching this, I'm dead. I created a hidden object, an Easter egg. The first person to find the egg will inherit $500 billion and total control of the Oasis itself.
Who is this Parzival, and how the hell is he winning?
Find him. This isn't just a game. I'm talking about actual life and death stuff.
The Oasis, the world's most important.
Oh, it just took an SAO twist.
There's nothing left
wow.
in the war.
Pretty much.
For control of the future.
And someone's always got to cheat.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Yep.
Just like video games.
Like many of you, I only came here to escape. But I found something much bigger than just myself. Are you willing to fight?
Woo. They got gun and wing in there.
The Oasis.
Man.
So much better trailer.
Yes.
Than the first one.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's why I kind of brought this one up, because the first one was kind of cool, but this one looks epic. Has anybody got the chance to read the books? I know Alex came a chance. Alex, he loves the books. He can't wait to see this movie. I unfortunately have not had a chance to read these said books. Not gonna lie. But is anybody? No, everybody's.
I've never read the book. Only heard good things about it though.
Yeah, I heard good things though from Hoggy, actually, which is another person from the community. Hoggy's read them and told me definitely worth the read.
And I'm pretty sure. Oh, go JD.
No, I was going to say, like, the whole tapping into the VR stuff. For some reason, this reminds me a little bit of The Matrix. For some reason, it's going to another world and everything. And I don't know if that's going to play into things somehow. Like people get trapped in it or something. I don't know. I don't know nothing about the book.
It definitely touch. It touches on a few things, and I like to overanalyze things. It touches on a few things. Like there's like SOA, like Face mentioned SOA anime. We all know, don't all know what SOA is. Pretty much, anime. Know. Explain to people what SOA is, Face.
Do I have to?
Yes.
No, there's a little.
All right, so check it out. My boy Carito, right? All right, he got the 2 swords though, and he's the only one that was able to get the one because he knew from beta testing. You know what I'm saying? So he got the exclusive weapon, anyways. And he got, he fell in love with Asuna. She real pretty and everything. They was a love story. They went fishing together. So all right, check it out.
Yeah. Oh, fishing.
It's like 2042 or something like that. Neuro gear. They put it on. They get trapped in it. Everybody is trapped in it. Okay, and they're in an MMO. And if you take it off of the person, they die. And if they die in game, they die. And they was in there for like 3 years, guys. Just going crazy. Shout out to Carito. He even went to another game where they were little elves and he saved Asuna's life. It was beautiful, guys. I cried like 4 times.
Tell us how you really feel.
So if anybody doesn't know SAO is, now you know. Now you know. I feel like you should just do trailers like that where you just summarize shows in like 10 seconds.
Should I start a YouTube channel? I'll start
totally
a YouTube channel, bro.
Totally do it, man.
10-second reviews.
Yeah, 10-second. Yes. Just a little synopsis, a little rundown. Bro, I mean, the hands, you got the hands going. I was digging it, man. I was digging it. But now, you know how like movies are starting to touch more and more on society issues and things like that in the real world? Do you think, and this might be me overanalyzing, do you think this is touching on how prominent technology is getting in the world? I mean, as of right now, VR pretty much just started out. VR is probably in its first stages. It is definitely getting better. But the more and more we spend in the virtual world, do you think our outside world will suffer? Because, I mean, look at the game. It's destitute. I mean, look at the movie. The environment's destitute. It's dirty. It doesn't look like it looks today. You know what I mean? And I feel like it kind of touches on society. Everybody wants to escape. You know what I mean?
People become too dependent on the electronic stuff.
Yes, everybody wants to escape. That's why we play video games. That's why we watch movies, because we want to experience something different out there.
It's a drug.
It's a drug, you know.
Well, and unfortunately, like, I mean, I have teenagers, and I try to talk to them about what it's like before there was technology, and they think it is like the most foreign thought that they
We went
have
outside.
ever. Yeah, like they're like, what do you mean you didn't have these? Like, I was trying to explain my first pager to my son,
Oh,
Like,
man.
wait,
and,
what?
and he was like, what? You know, or then you see payphones and they're like,
Mhm.
what are those things? You
What
know,
are
like,
those?
and
Yeah.
so what is it going to be like in 10, 15 years from
That's
now? You
that's
know,
what
like
I don't.
it's a weird
Right?
concept.
Like, first off, guys, it's a pound sign. All right, it's not a hashtag. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And I used
true.
to get
That's
a page
true.
from my girl every day when I went to third period, and the page was pound sign 911. That mean I need to get to a payphone right then and call her,
Yeah,
or she might
yeah.
break up with me. Okay,
Right.
that's how life
Damn.
was.
Or
Wow.
143 was
Okay.
I love you. Like,
Oh
That's right.
yes,
you
Wait,
know,
143.
come
I
There we
never had
go.
a pager. I never had a pager.
I had a
on.
pager.
Oh.
I had a page.
I wasn't really using it, but I had
We're
a pager.
aging ourselves, guys.
Wait. So for everybody who doesn't know what a pager is, so no.
Oh, we old as hell up here.
Yeah. They're like
Back in my day,
like-
I had a pager.
they're like,
And you were worried we weren't going to have some sort of technology thing to talk about, G.
yeah. They're like smoke signals. What's happening?
I
No,
sent out communication.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never used a pager, but I mean, pager was pretty much what the first thing of like texting, right?
Not really. Like,
You would have your pager and they would call the number and you would leave your message after the beep, but it had to be like a digital message.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
it was supposed
was
to be your
numbers.
phone number is what you were supposed to do so that people knew to call you back, but we figured out how to like work the system,
yeah,
and you could like write
Ah.
messages out. You
Yep.
could,
yeah.
you know, like 143 was I love you because it was
Love you.
I had one letter, love had 4 letters, and you had 3 letters, you know, so you were able to like
Okay, yeah.
text without having to have them then call you back.
The fact that
Okay.
we're actually explaining this right now is
I know. It's out of control.
Welcome to the Glitched Out Podcast, where we talk about old technology.
yeah.
But I will say that I mean, this is, when you look at it, is something that, I mean, I'm not gonna say the same thing will happen in the future, but I'm not gonna lie,
It's possible. G.
It's definitely possible.
It's possible.
Listen,
you know, I mean,
did you notice how they use Columbus, Ohio? Now, if you don't already know, I'm gonna go ahead and school you right now. Okay, Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, are about to connect and be the biggest city in the United States. That's a fact. That's inevitable. That is happening. Columbus is right there next to it, so it's potential that that's gonna be like the Hong Kong of U.S.
mhm.
So, and it takes place right there. Like, realistically, that's a thing. Why are you laughing? I'm being serious. Google
I'm
that.
laughing at his facial expressions. Not
What?
you look skeptical, face. I'm sorry, you look skeptical.
Google
Okay.
it. It's called Sin
Okay.
Day. They already got a name for it. Sin Day.
But I'm not gonna lie, that the movie looks great. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna read the books, no matter if I say I will. But
Lazy.
I'm not. I got things.
The
to do. Oh man. But does anybody else have any trailers that they want to drop or talk about? We know that what is that one coming out? Jumanji, that's coming out, right? We know Star Wars came out.
They didn't need to make Jumanji another
Wait,
one.
Jumanji, did they make it
I know.
again?
I
They
know.
did.
Again, yep.
Broke my heart. They doing my boy Robin Williams.
They
dirty.
did not need to make another one.
The first one was good. Like what?
It's not a remake. It is a continuation of the first one. I don't know this for sure. I haven't seen the movie, but I do know that they said they will somehow honor Robin Williams' character in the new movie.
Mhm.
But the difference is the first movie was a board game. This one's a video game. And
yeah.
whatever.
Sometimes they just need to know when to quit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also money. Money.
Yeah, come
But
up with something
Star
new
Wars.
then.
So
Come
wait.
up with a new thought. I don't know.
I'm gonna really make y'all really mad right now. I saw a headline yesterday that said Kevin Hart is going to be, or he's looking into making a Mrs. Doubtfire remake.
No.
What?
No. Nope. Don't do it, Kevin.
Some of these classics. Stop.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah.
Because no. The thing is why they make these classics, like I said, money, because they know it will draw audience. Everybody's skeptical just as we are, but they know people will want to see it because they hark back to the days where that movie was, new, when everybody watched it. So that's what they got going for. I think they should just let things lie sometimes.
Yeah.
Jumanji, I don't think they should have touched it.
They need to retire his jersey and they need to hang it up. And can't nobody use that jersey again.
And just get some new ideas.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes, yeah. Come up with that's. I'm okay. I am a terrible movie person. I won't say I don't like movies. I don't have the patience to sit still that long because I have 9,000 things that I'm always doing.
Right.
But seems like a lot of movies, you're like, really? Like this is the same? Oh, it's another zombie movie. Oh, it's another, come up with something new. Like don't take some of the old classics and remake them.
Yeah. I agree. I do have 2 more gyms. I got 4 more gyms if you guys got time. What time is it?
Let's do it.
Okay, I got 4 more gyms. All right, so this one is, I'm happy about this one. Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. Woo, it looks
I've seen the trailer for this one. Looking pretty good.
Let me drop this so we can all watch this at the same time. I'm not sitting going ooh and ah, and you guys are like, happening.
I went to go see Star Wars today and they played this trailer.
It looks good, right? I dropped it in general as needed. Let me know.
I'm so jealous you've seen Star Wars. I need to go see it soon.
I'm just gonna drop all the ones I'm talk about right now. And there was one more called Annihilation. You guys seen that one?
Oh yeah, yep.
I haven't seen.
See, I'm the total opposite of Khaleesi because I'm a big movie buff. I watch all this stuff.
Well, Jay, okay. I'm glad you said that. I want to talk to you after the stream. I have something I want to talk to you about that.
Okay.
I have to find kid-appropriate movies is half my problem.
Wait, so
I can understand that.
Do you have to take your kids to every movie? They're teens, right?
11 and 13. So close, yeah.
Okay. I'd be like, son, daughter, keep your eyes closed for about 2 hours. Watching this movie. Shoot.
That's my dad did.
I think the last movie we went to the movie theater was the new Incredibles movie or something. So, it's like that's more our style.
Kids, you're going to bed early night. Me and Craig's going out. Deal with it.
Yeah, my mom we used to watch a movie and my mom would, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up very sheltered. My mom would put her hand over my eyes.
Got RP to do. After bed, I got RP.
It's different for all of us, guys. Let's be honest. Your mother or your father, this is what they told you. Hey, get out the house. Don't even knock on the door. You don't come back until the street lights come on. Bye.
Yep.
That was life.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. My mom said, but mom did say, boy, if you are not in when the street lights turn on, you are in trouble.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna yell once, and if you don't come running, and if you're not home within 3 minutes of me hollering, you are gonna get your ass whooped.
We didn't get a text message. We didn't get a FaceTime.
Outside on the porch looking for you, like.
Yeah, flashing the light.
On the
see the light flashing, you better be coming home.
I wish a motherfucker would come here.
Or you run in the front room and you I'm good. Then you look to the right, the light flashes on your mom sitting on the couch. She's like,
boy, where you been at?
Late. Yeah,
tapping the desk,
The good old days. All right, let's play this show.
Good old days. Good old days.
Back in my day. Let's play this Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer.
Hills both ways.
We talk like we think we're 80.
We're really not.
I mean, G's getting close, guys. Let's be honest.
All right. So, you guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Bombings.
Are we doing Jurassic World right now?
Yeah.
So, what are you dating, like an accountant now? Or?
Oh, they brought Chris Pratt back. Good.
You love a dummy.
This is not why we're here.
You can blame me. Try to shame me.
I know why we're here. A rescue op. Save the dinosaurs island that's about to explode. What could go wrong?
Blue is alive. You raised her.
Do these animals deserve
a Carno? Oh, I hate those in ARK.
The purse snatchers.
The purse snatcher. Oh.
These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after.
Oh, I rap Blue. That's Blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby Blue snaps his hand off. No. Yeah. I would jump. I'd be like, you guys gotta make room inside this thing.
Yeah.
Bro, that was a dope trailer.
Yeah.
That's real.
And I love how like the music that they use, like that. It's like it's a play on like the original theme song and everything.
Breaks free.
I don't know if you caught that.
At the end?
Life.
Yeah.
That looked intense.
Mine's still going.
What?
Yeah, there's
I
more.
started in the middle for some reason. Like you,
You guys started in the middle? Okay, well.
You queued us in the middle. You linked it with the Q number on.
Yeah, you did.
I linked with a Q?
You did.
You did.
Then you could have gone right back to the beginning.
I thought you were supposed to start in the middle.
Without a Q. I honestly did. I didn't link with a Q. Sorry I did that. I just literally grabbed it from the top. I don't know why I linked with the Q in there. But I saw a lot more than you guys did. Sorry about that. But it looks amazing. That's one of the movies that I do not mind another one. But I don't know why in my mind I was thinking about this. Could you imagine a world where we coexisted with dinosaurs? Wouldn't that be crazy? You know what I mean?
Survival.
I was like, I do it every day.
Yeah, every day.
I mean, you mean that's not real life?
Yeah, she's like, whoa.
No.
I had a moment the other day where I was like, my car was way across the parking lot, and I was like, if I could just spyglass my car and whistle, and it would come to me, this would be amazing.
You said spyglass.
Spyglass.
Come on.
Lord Jesus.
I don't want to walk.
Oh man, Wrinkle of Time. Wrinkle of Time. I have not. Is that the one with Oprah in it?
Yeah, Oprah, Mindy Kaling, Reese Witherspoon, some other people, I think.
Ooh, that's a good cast line.
Yeah, that is. There's a.
What's it? The dude from Star Trek that plays the captain. What's his name?
The new Star Trek.
Chris Pine.
Yeah,
he's also in that.
Good acting.
Yes. And then I'll show one more because I know we've gone way over time. This one's gonna be Annihilation. This actually looks really good.
So the last one, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Is that who I think it is?
Natalie Portman.
What? Why she look like that? What happened to her?
Oh, jeez.
Nothing to have
Savage over here.
I used to have a crush on Natalie Portman, y'all.
Okay, and so you guys are at the beginning, right? There's no Q in the middle, right? Okay, we're good. All right, so uno, dos, tres, vámonos.
Can you describe its form?
No.
Start from the beginning.
I love sci-fi movies.
What do you think I do?
Yeah, same here.
You think I'm out in the garden pining, looking up at the
Oh, never mind. It was just a thumbtack. She still look good, y'all.
I gotta leave a day early.
Your husband's here. Let me see him. He's extremely ill. You have to tell me where he was, what he was doing.
It was his decision to go in. It's something they termed the Shimmer. We've sent in drones and teams of people, but nothing comes back.
But something has.
You're a biologist. You served in the military.
If I knew what happened, I could save his life.
Bet money's something inside of him.
It's expanding.
Yeah.
I don't know, but all I know is he's on life support, so that means I might have a chance with it.
Oh, jeez.
He might not make it, y'all.
That's cold water face.
Hey, man.
I'll remember that next time you call EMS.
I'll kill your dog.
You already did it.
Sharks have teeth like that. Not possible. You can't crossbreed different species. What is it?
The soldiers on the last expedition.
They went crazy, or something in here killed them. Something's come through the fence. Through the fence?
Hey, that was Jane. Remember that movie, The Virgin Jane?
Go back. I can't go.
That's the show.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yes, the show.
We can camp here tonight.
Gina Rodriguez. Look at his fake breath.
It's destroying everything.
It's not destroying.
You get that feeling something's bringing on your neck.
Yeah.
Drooling down my shoulder. Get him, Natalie Portman.
He went up to the ear like, "Hey, little mama, whisper in your ear."
Yeah,
How
yeah.
you
Like
doing?
this.
He
How
kind
you
of
doing?
look like one of the Yin Yang twins too. I'm just
Oh man.
I ain't gonna say which one though, but y'all know.
But yeah, this man, that looks definitely interesting. The CGI was a little threw me off a little bit. No, it looks good.
I need to see the synopsis for this because, like, is this like some alien entity that come to Earth, or something that grew from the Earth? You know, what is it?
Well, it says based on Jeff Vandermeer's best-selling Southern Reach trilogy, Annihilation stars Natalie Portman, Jason Lee, Gina, and Tessa, and name other names.
Tessa Thompson.
It doesn't really give a synopsis. Not gonna lie.
Well, what I'm saying is like,
yeah.
Also, what I'm wondering is like, you know, it's obviously mutating things inside of it. So the guy or her husband that went inside, is he going to be mutated into something as well and turn into a monster or whatever?
Ooh. What was he? I can't really say crossbreeded with, but what was
something?
Yeah. What was he? Yeah. What was?
What was he crossbreeded with?
Yeah, I'm just saying. What was he mixed with? What was he mixed with, man? But
what happened was that dinosaur got him, the one that forces you to breed. That she was talking about earlier.
Arc? Is that how they do it?
Is that what happens, Khaleesi?
But
I feel like saying yes to you is just the safest answer right now.
Yes, just to get it out of the way. Oh man, but I honestly, I mean, we what time is it? We made great time today. We had a great podcast. I mean, thank you guys for being here. We covered a range of games, unexpected movie trailers. And honestly, it was a blast. It was a blast having you, Khaleesi, for the first time here. JDub, for you here. Face, like always, is always good to have you here. If you guys ever want to come back, guys, just hit me up. Let me know. We never feel like you're being inconvenienced. You know, just let me know. Hey, would like to be on this weekend or I can come back. I got you guys. You know, if you guys know anybody that wants to be on the podcast, let me know. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter how many views you have. This is a hub, a creative hub where we all come to talk about what kind of games, what kind of movies, and what kind of things we like as a unit. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. Anybody in chat, you know anybody that wants to be on it, let me know. Reach out to me. If you want to be on yourself, reach out to me. But also, Khaleesi, start with Khaleesi, then Face and JDub. Shout out and let everybody know where they can find you today.
Okay, I'll start. Yeah, mostly just on Twitch at wild_Khaleesi. I have Twitter, but I am terrible about using it, so I'm not even gonna suggest that it's a place to go because I'll never do anything with it.
I'll actually drop everybody's Twitter in chat. So if you guys want to check them out, they're amazing people. Lucky to have them on the podcast today. I'll drop Faces, Khaleesi's, and JDub's. Go. Dubs. And then what about you, JDub? Where can people find you?
You can find me at JDubeous pretty much everywhere. On Twitch. That's why I primarily do everything. On Instagram, on Twitter, of course. Used to be on Snapchat, but that's died. But yeah, I'm playing a little bit of everything these days. Gonna be getting into the Batman Telltale series soon, and probably playing that Hellblade game and last day of June. Whole bunch of games coming up. So I'm anxious because I'm gonna have a little bit more time the rest of the month now. So
Yep.
I'm ready to play some games.
Yes, and then Face. Where can find you at, man?
Man, you could find me in the club,
Oh
bottle
my
full of
goodness.
bud. My eye got
Never
what you
shoulda
need
asked.
if you end up getting. Nah, just playing, y'all.
No, keep going. I got my
Jay,
I'm on
that's
Twitch
it.
primarily. I'm trying to get into a few things that are going to venture into a little bit of YouTube because I like to play around with it, be a little creative, and do some things I can't do on Twitch. I like that. Mainly focusing on RP because I can't break loose of it. I just love it for real. Like,
It's addicting,
it's good
right?
for me.
Oh,
and it's
I'm
good
trying
for
to.
everybody.
It's like a drug.
Yes,
I'm trying to
it's
get
addicting.
I'm trying to get JDub on that.
You guys are trying to pull me in.
I'm trying to pull you
Yeah.
in. Did you ever apply?
So,
No, not yet. Not yet.
You gotta apply,
need to.
man.
Oh, wait.
You should do it. You should do it just to like have it just in case because it takes
Yeah.
weeks to get approved.
Yeah.
So just do it, and then that way, if like one day you're like, I'm gonna do it, then you got it.
Yeah,
gotta make some random character, and I don't know who I'm gonna be yet.
Bro,
Look, guys,
it's all right.
I'm also breaking into the whole variety streams things. I'm doing things with my personal community. We're doing like Warcraft together, Battle Royale, all kinds of other games. PUBG. I'm trying to break out into other ventures as well. But
That's good.
RP is the main focus, though, for sure.
That's good, man. It's definitely good to have. Definitely good to have a healthy balance of games. Now, I just want to touch on something real quick. Sorry if this is going longer than what anybody expected. Just gonna be 5 more minutes at a time. One thing I really want, and something that I had an epiphany, guys. I had an ephany. It was
God.
It was
about to rob the bank, y'all.
I was walking in a field of deep thoughts. I was walking through a field of follies, and the sunshine was reflecting off my glistening body. No, but no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Hey,
no,
he lives up there too, y'all.
Yes. No, what I was talking, I don't know. Like, so I've been streaming for almost a little over a year and a half. And one thing that's come to me, and I've seen a lot of people that I look up to, Monty, Brython, a lot of streamers that I have not met. But I mean, you meet a lot of people on Twitter, and people that have been streaming for years, 3-4 years, 1 year, doesn't matter how long. And I see one common denominator. A lot of people are starting to realize, and I don't mean to throw any shade or anything on Twitch or anything. If you love it, you love it. But there needs to be a life balance. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first started streaming, I went 100%. I put on blinders. It sounds bad. I stopped hanging out with my friends. I started, I stopped going paintballing. I stopped doing hobbies that I loved before I started streaming. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I even stopped, hanging out with my mom, my sister, my family. It was because this is what I wanted to do, and you know what I mean. They supported me, but it's like I've actually come to realize, and I pulled back. It's like you got one life to live. You got one family. You got friends are a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? It's like you have to remember, and this will reflect in people's content, and I see it happen every day. People are like, "Oh, I've been streaming for 3 years, and I watch myself stream, and I just don't look happy." It's like you have to do outside stuff. This world called Twitch cannot self-sustain you forever. Now you might think it can, but life will pass you by. Life does not stop. You're sitting here for 12, 10, 15, 20 hours. Props to you. If this is what you want to do, go for it. But guys, if you're thinking about streaming or you're in streaming, one thing to also think about is love yourself and love everybody around you. Don't take things for granted all because you're on Twitch.
God bless. I agree that.
Do the hobbies you want to do.
Preach.
And it's okay if you don't do it 7 nights a week. You don't have to. Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing is to be consistent. So, start out with 3 and do it for a while, because what happens if you start out with 7, then people are going to expect 7, and then they're like, well, where are you? Like, they're not around hardly like they used to be. So if you start out with 3 and you just stay consistent with 3, it's totally fine. Like, just pick a small amount, because then you can always add more. Whereas if you take back, people then are like, well, what the heck? They left. They left, and you get burnt out. I mean, I've been on like a 3 or 4 month break just because pure burnout, where it then changes almost the aspect of gaming, where you're like, gosh, I do this because I enjoy and it's relaxing for me, and it's no longer a joy and relaxing for me.
You're right.
It's a job.
It's a job. And there's no shade on. I'm not throwing any shade on anybody who does this for a living, because I know people like TVSH Bo. I always say his name wrong. Amazing streamer. A lot of our streamers out there. DJ Knight. Shout to him. And they do this for a living, and they are so passionate and amazing, and they inspire you. But even they need a break. Even they'll hit that point where they need. You know what? You can't do this forever. It's good to find a mix so you don't burn yourself out, so you can do this for years to come. Because if you go ham, like Khaleesi said, I started out 7 days a week, and then I pulled back to 6 days a week, and I pulled back to 4 to 5. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to go out to things. I want to be able to go to weddings. I want to be able to see graduations. When you stream, sometimes you sacrifice that stuff. But if you build a community and you start off the basis as, hey, my life doesn't have to conform to Twitch. Twitch has to conform to life, and this is the life I live. Your community will expect it, So it's good finding a balance right off the bat. Reddy's made a good point. Health, family, school, games. Yes, that is a perfect example right there. So there's nothing wrong with loving Twitch, but for me personally, I will be dialing back because, again, no shade. I always have those disclaimers because people wild out in the days. You know what I mean? They draw conclusions.
Wow, you might be on Reddit after this video. Honestly.
I probably will be. No, but it's like I want to grow. I want to grow into more of a rounded person in the industry rather than just a gamer. You know, I don't want to be called a one trick pony. You know, and like I said, no shade on anybody who just plays games. If you love it, you love it. But I want to be a good host, a good podcast host, a good writer, a good blogger, you know, a good podcaster, and everything else to come, a good game review analysis. So I'll be branching out in the near future, 2018. And I mean, I look forward to seeing Face's content, JDube's content, Khaleesi's content, because there's so much more than to content creating rather than just playing games. There's so much more. And people seem to kind of just, well, let me just play games, and that's what I'm going to do. There's amazing things you go out there with games and still play games, still be involved in the community. Just think about that. But that was my little announcement. But coming 2018, I will be doing other stuff, and I will be dialing back a little bit on Twitch, but I'll still be doing YouTube, game reviews, game analysis, and stuff like that. And the podcast will still go on. And I'm having another podcast centered around movies, TV shows. That's what I'm talking about, JDub. So I'll be reaching out to you for that. But thank you guys for being on today's
Bro, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Dude, honestly, it was a blast, man. Every single podcast gets better and better thanks to you guys. But definitely, guys, throw Khaleesi a follow, throw Face a follow, throw JDub a follow, and hopefully in the near future we'll be playing games with them. You know what I mean? But I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know, he's sign language. I love you or something like that. I love you, man. But thank you guys for tuning into episode 13 of the Glitched Out Podcast. We have the podcast every single Sunday at 3 p.m. PST. If we're not having it or postponed, you'll definitely catch it on Twitter. I will be making a Glitched Out Podcast Twitter account for itself and the videos and everything on, so you guys know where to go to find it. But thank you guys so much for being here. Have a great day. I love everybody in chat. I love everybody on the podcast. You guys have a good day. Peace.
Bye.
You're listening to